Hello, my name is Ruby Falconer, co-creator of Shamanic Egyptian Astrology and co-author of Shamanic Egyptian Astrology, Your Planetary Relationship to the Gods. My journey with astrology began in 1973. I became a professional astrologer in 1977, and for many years I was a pretty traditional Western astrology. In 2005, my co-creator and co-author, Linda Starwolf, took a trip to Egypt. Now, Starwolf is an amazing spiritual teacher. She's been a shamanic teacher for many, many years. She's written something like 11 books, and she is the creator of the shamanic breathwork process, which is just an amazing tool for transformation and change. She went to Egypt, not really knowing anything about the Egyptian archetypes. And when she came back, she was full of information about them. And so she was teaching, sharing information that she had received directly from, she's a channel, directly from the Egyptian archetypes while she was there. And as I was listening to her, I began to realize that there are parallels between the ancient archetypes of Egypt and the traditional archetypes of Western astrology, which come from Greek and Roman mythology. There's, for instance, Venus, who is very clearly Isis in the Egyptian pantheon, Mars, who is Set, and the topic of an upcoming workshop that I'm doing, Thoth, who is Mercury. So this gave me an idea, and Starwolf and I settled down and started working on this, and we created an overlay of the Egyptian archetypes onto traditional Western astrology. And this is not about throwing out the Western astrology work, which has been built up over centuries and is powerful and an amazing tool, amazing process in and of itself. It is about reclaiming something that has been lost along the way. What I find by using the Egyptian archetypes, it doesn't in any way negate the meaning of the traditional symbols in Western astrology, but it adds to them. Where in some ways traditional astrology is an astrology that's about our woundedness, which is very appropriate. We live on a wounded planet, and we all have to work through a tremendous amount of wounding ourselves just being born here. But it's about the wholeness that exists before the wounding and the wholeness that we are moving toward. And so adding these archetypes to the traditional Western astrological symbols brings a language of wholeness to astrology that isn't necessarily there all by itself. So I find it to be a very powerful tool. And so what I am offering is a workshop. It's going to be on Saturday, August 14th, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time until 4:30 p.m. So it's 2.5 hours. It will be a Zoom workshop. And the way it's going to be set up, if this is not a good time for somebody, if you want to attend, then you're going to be able to, I will send out a recording to everybody who registers. It's a low-fee workshop. It's $36. It's going to be chock full of not only astrological information from a traditional standpoint about the traditional symbol of Mercury, which is about communication. It's how we think, how we speak, how we articulate ideas, but also overlaying Thoth, the sacred scribe, who is the creator of language, of writing, and time. And when we start to think about these three things and add them into the symbolism that is inherent in the symbol of Mercury in the traditional astrological pantheon, then something really magical starts to happen. So in this 2.5 hours, there's going to be teaching, there's going to be lots of information, and there's going to be a journey with Thoth. You know, the name of this workshop is Thoth, Thoth, Mercury, and the creation of reality. So we're all going to have an opportunity to look at the reality that we are creating. You know, Thoth, the sacred scribe, creator of writing, language, and time. And we're going to see what information Thoth has for us as individuals about shifts and changes that we're making in our own reality creation. As we create our individual realities, we're creating a collective reality. So if we want to see things be different on this planet, it starts with us. So I really hope that this appeals to you. This is going to be the first of a series of online workshops that I'm going to be offering in the months ahead. We're going to be looking at Venus, and Isis, Mars and Set, Jupiter and Horus, and Saturn and Sobek. We're going to look at all of them. We're also going to look at the signs. So it's going to be a whole series of workshops on shamanic Egyptian astrology. We're going to be diving deep into the philosophical concepts that underlie these symbols, particularly when you add in the wisdom of the ancient Egyptian archetypes. And it's going to be very personalized because we're always going to be doing a journey. So you're going to be getting personal information downloaded just for you. So I do hope you'll be able to join me. If you'd like to know more information, you can check out my Facebook page below, or you can go directly to Eventbrite, eventbrite.com, and just put in the name of the workshop. It's Thoth, Thoth, Mercury and the Creation of Reality. So I hope to see you there. Thank you.